Well, it looks like it worked. It looks like it worked. I had to give it another college try, folks. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me well on the microphone? Let me know if you can hear me. So I had a hard time getting on, and it was crazy. Like it was just spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, and I couldn't get on. So can you guys hear me well now? Come on, give me a okay, perfect. All right, here we go. All right, folks. So much to be said about the Super Bowl halftime show. It was a jab at the deep state, more than a jab. It was a knockout blow saying we now have control of what's going on in the Super Bowl. Now with DEI gone, the whole thing's gone. Everything's being reinvented. Kendrick Lamar throws Drake under the bus and many others. Have you guys seen Kendrick Lamar's album cover? It's Drake's mansion, apparently, and it has symbols all over it. You all know what I'm talking about. Not only that, but during the Super Bowl, during this time period, we get a whistleblower to come out and say, hey, I know who was in charge of the assassination attempt, and linked a lot of names together. Now, I've heard of these names before through my channels, and it was just hearsay. So I was like, really? I'm not going to come out and say anything, but you know the guests that I have on Nino's Corner.tv. So we've been on top of this. Now that the whistleblowers, this is getting crazy to me. To me, this is just getting out of hand, and the walls are closing in on them. Not even anymore. This is an avalanche of chaos getting ready to hit the deep state, all the celebrities. And how nice was it? Taylor Swift getting booed at the Super Bowl and looking at Travis Kelce like his ass was puckering up. It was great. Travis, I thought, wasn't he supposed to propose to Taylor? Wasn't that going to be the big thing? That's what I was hearing. So if you really love this girl, shouldn't you have proposed anyway, even after a loss, or are you waiting for the win? Yeah. I'll tell you, everyone lost here. Folks, like they say, you won't be able to walk the streets, or they won't be able to walk the streets. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. They're not going to be able to walk the streets. It's happening now. Trump gets hurrayed. Bish boom ba. Everyone loves Trump. Taylor Swift gets booed to where I would be embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed if the entire, not just a boo here and there, the entire stadium booing her. And then Serena Williams putting out an X post, don't let the booze get you. I know how catty women are. To me, that was a jab at Taylor Swift by Serena Williams. Look, she can act like a friend all she wants, but why do you have to bring it up to the forefront? Oh, it's okay, girl. It's okay, girl. I don't know. I'm just saying, folks, you can Venmo me, 𝗀_Rod1977, 𝗀_Rod1977. When the lights go out on Amazon, please leave an honest review. My mama's book, The Mexican Mix. Gonna get over there today and see her. Man, she's in a wheelchair. My dad's using a walker. My mom's in a wheelchair. Oh boy. It's like and I still take them out to dinners. I still take them places because I just feel like I still got to make them live life. I still got to get them outside, get sunlight, do things like that. Folks, get your Noble Gold. I'm going to go through all this really quick, and then we're going to talk about the whistleblower and who was linked to the assassination attempt of Trump, allegedly. But I've heard this before. So diversify now. Market crashes strike fast, devastating the underprepared. Just ask Nvidia investors who saw $600 billion vanish overnight. No warning, no second chances. Noble Gold has helped thousands diversify their wealth with gold, IRAs, and physical gold. Having managed over $2 billion in transactions, Noble Gold is the trusted choice for Americans serious about financial security. I trust them. I use them. When you open a qualified account, you'll receive 2 5-ounce silver America the Beautiful coins, absolutely free. Visit Noble Gold Investments right now, noblegoldinvestments.com. Get on it, folks, and start diversifying your wealth. And I'm going to set my ghetto timer. So obviously you can see that Alex is not here today. My sidekick, he'll be here Wednesday. Alex will be here Wednesday. We're going to start taking phone calls. I don't know if we're going to start taking them Wednesday, but we're going to start taking, I guess you could say, Zoom calls to where you'll be able to see me converse with somebody on Zoom. Anybody who has a question for David Nino Rodriguez. This is so glorious. Isn't it so glorious to see this boomerang finally happening? It's finally happening. But it still has to happen in phases. And I tried to explain that on the last show. The phases are pretty obvious. You still have to get the court of public opinion. And why, and this is why, now just bear with me here, the whole halftime show was black. It was a black halftime show, motherfucker. And let me tell you why. Because that's a very important demographic to get behind what's coming. Uncle Sam was Samuel Jackson. Sexual chocolate. Samuel Jackson, was he the one that did? No, that was Eddie Murphy, but still, sexual chocolate. So it's important. You have to bring them on board. Bring them on board. The whole stage was set up like a video game controller. I don't know, to the PlayStation, Xbox, I'm not sure. But that's important because at the end of the halftime show, it says game over. Complete knockout blow to the cabal, okay? Kendrick Lamar's album is called Not Like Us, okay? And what he's implying here, and I don't even like to say the name, passes. And who do you throw under the bus specifically? Wasn't Jay-Z supposed to be the halftime show? That's who I thought was going to be the halftime show. And I guess at the last second, because all of the heat he's under, bam, they throw in Kendrick Lamar. Is that what happened? Because I'm not sure how that went down. But like they've said in those posts, they will not be able to walk the streets. And we're seeing that transpire now. Now, with that being said, USAID, there's a lot of conservatives that are taking heat. I don't know if they're guilty or not, but there's a lot of podcasters, a lot of people that took money from USAID. I'm learning more about this. Big names of people, but I don't think that makes them automatically guilty because I would imagine that USAID has to give money, has to spread it out to a lot of people. Doesn't mean it's nefarious activities or something bad. So I'm trying to learn more about this. Bear with me. I'll get to the bottom of this. But folks, Spotify Nino's Corner, Telegram Nino's Corner, Getter Nino's Corner, Rumble Nino's Corner. And by the way, give me a thumbs up if my mic sounds at least a little bit better. True Social, David Rodriguez Boxer, TikTok and IG. I need to post on there more. Nino'sCorner.tv or Nino's Corner TV. X Nino Boxer. PatriotWear.com. Get yourself a hat. Get yourself a shirt. Or get yourself a life. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Nino'sCorner.tv, folks. Nino'sCorner.tv. Benjamin Fulford's up there right now. Now, look, I'm not going to say I necessarily believe him, but he believes what he's saying. So, do you believe him? I don't know. Folks, I lay it out for you all to play it on. I put them all up there. I have to do it. I'm not going to censor anybody. I'm not going to be that guy. There's so many people right now that are like, well, if you want to get to the next level, you have to clean your act up a little bit, David. You have to be more presentable. You don't cuss so much. Look, I know when not to cuss. I'll go on other shows I won't cuss. But in my little live 45-minute to an hour segment here, I like to drop the F-bomb. I like to cuss. I'm rough around the edges. It's me. It's who I am. I'm not changing for anybody ever. Not going to happen. Nothing's going to stop this freight train. So Benjamin Fulford's up there right now saying that Trump's body double or Trump himself was the one in the helicopter. I don't know, folks. I don't know. I mean, he makes a lot of sense when he talks about the Illuminati. There's two factions fighting. I've always thought that. Look, I leave it for you guys. Go listen to him. Is he full of shit? I don't know. But I think he believes what he's telling me, everyone. So let's just go with that. All right. He believes it. So Jim Willie's coming up next. Jim Willie's going to be up there. I'm probably going to put that up tonight. I'm also going to air a segment of it on YouTube. John Rich, the country star who had 2 number 1 charting songs, Progress and Revelations, is going to be, I think I'm going to play that tonight. He is picking a fight. He's picking a fight with Beyonce and Kanye West. Kanye West goes from full out Christian, right? Singing Christian gospel music to putting hardcore adult stuff on his X site. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I'm talking hardcore. Like you should have to get a subscription to this stuff. But he's putting it out there in the open. So John Rich is basically calling him a false prophet, and he's saying this publicly. He's also saying Beyonce was a slap to country music, basically saying, and he explains how these things are positioned. Wendy Child, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat, folks. I really appreciate it. But he goes into detail and explains how these things are maneuvered to get a win at the Grammys or whatever. And Beyonce was basically a response from the Trump election as a backhanded slap to country music and to MAGA. To MAGA. Now, I'm not going to say it would almost sound like I'm being prejudiced or something, but I'm not. Because Hootie and the Blowfish, Hootie and the Blowfish, that guy can sing country. And I don't even know what Cowboy Carter is. I don't know. I don't even think that's country. But Hootie and the Blowfish, what's his name? I don't know his name. I don't even know. I just know him as Hootie. Hootie and the Blowfish. That's how I know the guy. I remember him back in the 90s. I think that guy can Darius Rucker. Okay, that guy. That guy sings country well. I liked his music. I like Darius Rucker. He should win a Grammy, in my opinion, but not Beyonce, okay? Let's be real here for a second. Did she really deserve that? Nah. And I was told for months before to get ready for it. It's coming. And it's like, whatever. I think it was a backhanded slap. Thank you so much, Bob Smith, from the Trump win. That's what I think. And John Rich goes into it. Jan Halper's coming on today. Simon Parks. I don't know if you guys remember Simon Parks. He's coming on. Amanda Grace. Juanito, can you hear me, Juanito? He'll be coming on again. Juan's, we're all feeling really good right now. But every time I talk to Juan, he's stressed and he's like, oh no, it's about to get real. So I don't know. Like I said, folks, I laid it out for you all to play it out. I don't know what else to say, but without further ado, you might want to turn it down or turn it up, baby. Yeah, here we go. All right, let's see if this mic can capture my full. All right, did I get everything? All right, let's do the coming at you live right now. We're going to go ahead and do this. Coming at you live from the apocalypse, folks. Oh, yeah. Damn, I don't know. How'd that do? Give me a thumbs up. Turn it up, baby. Yeah. That's how we fucking do it. Simon Parks. Yeah. I think that's going to be pretty good. Yo. So lots of conservatives taking money from U.S. See, my glasses fog up. So lots of conservatives and conservative podcasters are being thrown under the bus right now for taking money from USAID. A lot of big names. In fact, I don't even feel comfortable saying their names because I don't want them to feel like I'm taking a jab at them. So I'm going to leave them out, their names out, but I'm definitely going to list the names that are connected to the Trump assassination. I'm definitely going to air those guys out right now. But let's first get into this. Kendrick Lamar. Hey, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. Hey, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. Don't forget, what did he say? Don't forget to get to cell block 1 or don't go to cell block 1, whatever. I hear you like I'm young. How young? Woo. Man, this is getting intense, isn't it? The fact that the whole entire stadium booed Taylor Swift. I mean, they could have booed her out of there. I'm going to call this the Karma Bowl, not the Super Bowl, the Karma Bowl. That's what this was. And I really thought, I was like, the Chiefs are going to win this again. I'm going to watch Travis Kelce propose to Taylor Swift in the middle of the field. It's going to be wah, wah, wah. That's what I thought I was going to watch. But what I watched was glorious. And I'm sure all of you can agree. Now, I don't know if I have some Kansas City Chiefs fans here. Look, I'm not trying to make fun of you. I know that you're the Kansas City Swifties. But look, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, so you can kick me in the nuts all day long. My team didn't even make it there, so whatever. But what I'm saying is It looked like so much backfired during the Super Bowl. And there was a lot going on behind the scenes from what I understand. So let's get into this. Now, besides the cabal commercials, tons of jabs at the deep state. I'm going to call this the Karma Bowl, the glory of Taylor Swift being mercilessly booed and everyone hating the outfit of 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗃. This was just, it couldn't get any better, right? But besides the fact that some of the halftime show kind of looked like a Kamala rally, at least that's what Kamala was going for. Kendrick Lamar was dropping names and accusations, secret accusations, subliminal messaging, basically all over this halftime show, and he was wearing an A minor chain. Now that's important. He's sending a direct hit to the deep state, to the cabal. Now, if you ask Benjamin Fulford, he says that two factions of the Illuminati are fighting. One of them controls Trump. The other controls the rest of the bad actors, and there's an inner fight between them. This is, go to 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and watch that. I'm sure a lot of you have. Do you agree with Benjamin Fulford? Let me know right here. Let me know. Do you actually agree with him? Do you think maybe he's a little off? I don't know, but he believes what he's saying. I'll say that much. Benjamin Fulford definitely believes what he's saying on my program on 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Kendrick Lamar saying, turn off the TV. Game over at the end of the halftime show. Game over. In other words, it's done. Now, I didn't see any Elon Musk commercials, so I was that's the whole reason I was watching the game. Actually, I loved watching the slaughter, but I was watching the game and I was like, I don't see any Elon Musk commercials. I don't know if you guys caught them. Maybe I missed them. I don't know, but hey, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. Sexual chocolate. I love it. All right, so game over. So Red Pill Drifter posts, and I get some of these posts off X. Could it be we witnessed a performance show of occult ritual ceremonies being done away with? The show started with what looked like your typical ritual ceremony, except pyramid was upside down and reversed. Magic square of Saturn turned into tic-tac-toe game. Rappers saying turn on your TV and rapping about asses. The girl in red, which normally represents his sacrifice, was spared. Red, white, and blue outfits. People forming the U.S. flag. The words warning turned back. The words game over at the end. And then you got to think, maybe is this why Trump showed up to the Super Bowl? Maybe he just wanted to be there for the big this on the halftime show. I don't know. So my mind went right to the ritual ceremony because it seemingly started as one, but the closer you look, shows it was a performance showing from the very beginning, the start of the occult rituals, and then eventually ending and not being carried out or reversed. So this very well could have been portrayed as the secret occult order coming to an end. The game is over, and that's what Red Pill Drifter posted. So while you were watching the Super Bowl, this is another post. Trump has eliminated the Department of Education, eliminated new production of pennies. That's crazy. I didn't know he did that. He eliminated the pennies. And a report is allegedly coming out naming the people behind the assassination of President Trump at Butler, Pennsylvania. Now, it's a lot of people here. This is going to be a web of intricacies that is going to really tie a lot of people together. There's so much happening, not just with USAID, which is that's already the can of worms is open on that. That's going to take a lot of people down. Then harboring terrorists, aiding and abetting terrorists. That's going to be another whole thing that takes people down with human trafficking. Folks, we're looking at potentially not thousands, but I've been told hundreds of thousands of people going down. And it's not going to be, they're not going to all just be sent south. A lot of them are going to be to make room, okay? To make room. They should be very scared. They should be very, very scared because this is not when or not if, it is when. That's what I'm being told. The chess pieces are being placed right now. The only thing that needs to happen now is the court of public opinion, which is why things like the Super Bowl halftime show happen. Now, I'm actually very, I don't know, I'm kind of let down that Elon Musk didn't get up there and play some commercial ads, but whatever. That's really what I was waiting for. But I got to tell you one thing. How many of you were creeped out of the seal commercial, right? What was that? The seal commercial. I was like, I hope they don't club baby seals in this commercial. But to me, I was looking at this seal commercial, and I think I had nightmares over it. I think I was actually very disturbed over looking at seal as a seal. It bothered me. I don't know. It looked weird. Looked really weird. Looked like a penis or something. I don't know. It was fucking strange. All right, so it's hard to believe that there may be a bigger story today than the final score of the Super Bowl. President Donald Trump learned today a federal whistleblower and former PA State Police employee has come forward with information and filed a criminal complaint this week on February 7th, 2025, allegedly linking. Drum roll, please. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro with the assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania. Allegations from the private criminal complaint in the weeks leading to the Trump rally. President Joseph R. Biden made frequent visits to defendant Joshua Shapiro to discuss the obstacle faced by the Democratic Party. Josh Shapiro organized, schemed, and conspired with other officials to carry out the attempted assassination against former President Donald J. Trump. Now, this is all allegedly. I can't say, but then you look at everything else. Let's look at everything else for a second. So, federal whistleblower filed a criminal complaint on February 7th, 2025, alleging Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro involvement in an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. And it also alleges that Christopher Wray conspired with the Biden administration to hide the reports. Christopher Wray's in there too. The Butler County DA's office is currently investigating these allegations. They're just allegations as of right now. No arrests or official charges against Shapiro have been confirmed by official sources of the latest updates. Now, from what I was told a long time ago, actually, they've known who was behind this for a while. Trump just kind of plays aloof. And I don't know if you saw Baron Trump walk up to Biden at the inauguration and say, if your lip reader read his lips and it said, it's on. Oh, it's on. It's quite glorious, actually. It's quite glorious. Folks, I'm very happy about this. For 5 years on my podcast, a lot of you have been with me for a very long time. If there's anyone new here, I don't know, leave a thumbs up and let's welcome them with open arms and say, I love you. Welcome to the family. You're part of the Black Sheep family. This is an extended cyber family. We all got each other's backs. We won't take kindly to any shit talkers that come in the room that are trolls. I bounce them out. My moderators bounce them out. I love my moderators, Harbor, Julie, and Jose. Thank you so much for everything you guys are doing. I also have a new sidekick that'll be here Wednesday. Alex is the tech behind the scenes. So I'm doing this in my ghetto studio right now, but it won't be so ghetto on Wednesday. On Wednesday, it'll be a little better. So I'm just going to go back to Benjamin Fulford real quick. I mean, if a lot of you that just saw him on Nino's Corner.tv, a lot of you are thinking this and that, but I think this guy, I mean, he has some credibility. The fact that he was able to sit down with David Rockefeller and conduct an interview when nobody else could at the time says a lot to me. Now, he believes they're after him and they're trying to get him for intel and this, and I don't know. Benjamin, if they wanted you gone, you'd be gone, in my opinion. But I believe he believes what he's saying. Okay, I believe he believes it. Now I'm going to leave it to you guys to decide if it's true or not. I talked to him off and on record for a second, and I don't know. Could there be two wings of the same bird fighting it out, and Trump is part of one wing and the rest are part of another? I leave that for you to decide. I don't know. But Trump has often said, you vote this time and you won't have to do it again. Am I right in saying that? Somebody give me a thumbs up because I didn't fact check this, but I remember him saying, you vote this time, folks. That's all you got to do. We won't have this problem again. Did he say that? I remember him saying that. Okay, so he did say that? Okay. The reason I'm bringing that up is because this. Now, please pay close attention to this. Is he saying that? Ask yourself why the statement. Is he saying that because the end goal here is to have artificial intelligence run our government after the deep state is cleaned out completely? Is that what Elon Musk is getting ready to do? Is Elon Musk getting ready to replace the entire government with AI? It's just a question. It's just a question. Now, it may be an unpopular question, but I'm going to raise it because I'm Nino and this is Nino's Corner. So, are human beings going to be obsolete? Will machines and AI systems replace all agencies that he's cleaning out right now? And Congress. Could Congress be cleaned out? And then we'll be all hip, hip, hooray, happy to watch them all getting clickety clank, going off to the 𝗬𝗃𝗂𝗁𝗲. Right? Could we all be happy to see that? And then they'll be like, you know what? People are flawed. They make too many mistakes. We're taking it away from we, the people, and giving it to them, the machines, or they, the machines, or whatever you call them, the machines. This is like a Terminator scenario here. But I'm just bringing it up because could this be what's going on? I mean, $500 billion or more into the AI systems, into the new project. You think it's just going to stop there, or are the tentacles going to go into our government? I mean, after they successfully wipe out the government, which it's coming, believe me, and we'll all be happy about that, right? We're all going to be really happy. We're all going to get behind this. But is it still nefarious? Is it still Luciferian in nature? Are they still just saying, we're going to sacrifice these pawns here, and here you go. Here's the AI. Do you all get what I'm saying? And a lot of you say, no way. Really? Are you all that easy to fool, gullible? I'm just raising a question. So could we see we the people removed and replaced with AI? They're already doing it at McDonald's. You don't think they're going to try to do it in the government? And then who's controlling the AI? I don't know, Trump and Elon? I don't want anyone controlling my life. Nobody. I don't give a shit what intentions they have. It's definitely possible. Thank you, Mark. I don't think God would allow that. I don't either, but I mean, well, are we following prophecy here? I don't know. Alex Jones posts on X, Trump just dropped another massive nuke on the deep state crime syndicate. President Trump has just ordered the Secret Service to provide every bit of information about his two would-be assassins. So all of this is coming out, and it looks like a lot of people get thrown under the bus, allegedly. Joshua Shapiro, Christopher Wray, maybe the Biden administration, take him out, say. I've been talking to Shane Stevens, and I'm going to be doing an in-person podcast once a month now at a Havana Cigar Lounge. And I'm going to have a Lucha Libre little person there. I'm going to call him a little person. He's about this big, and he's going to be wearing a Lucha Libre mask. And I'm going to be doing the podcast in person, and I'm going to be bringing in Chingo Bling, baby. Chingo Bling, yeah! So I don't know if you guys know who Chingo Bling is, but he's coming in for the in-person podcast this month. Folks, I'm also having Jaguar Wright. Remember, Jaguar Wright is the general in the general's tent. Let's talk about the halftime show. Let's talk about Kendrick Lamar. Let's talk about all of them. Jaguar Wright will not pull any punches. Beverly Adams saying Jaguar Wright is the general in the general's tent this month, February 27th, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Get over to ninoscorner.tv and subscribe and join the general's tent. Let's do this together. You all ask your questions. Try to keep them to 1 or 2 questions, but I try to go through everybody asking the questions, so you will be able to talk to Jaguar Wright and ask your question. So, let's get into this. Trump amends CBS lawsuit to claim 60 Minutes Kamala Harris interview unfairly diverted viewers from his Truth Social platform. Donald Trump filed an amended lawsuit against CBS late Friday, adding a series of new claims over the network's edits in a 60 Minutes interview with Kamala Harris. Among the things Trump is now claiming that CBS engaged in unfair competition, alleging that it deceptively edited the interview in a way that cost traffic and viewership to his own media company, Trump Media and Technology Group, which includes his social media platform, Truth Social. As an owner of the significant interest in a media enterprise in competition with defendants, President Trump was damaged by defendants' false advertising of the interview and election special. As a directed and proximate result of defendants' misconduct, significant viewership, and improperly diverted the defendants to defendants' media platforms, resulting in lower consumer engagement, advertising revenues, and profits by TMTG, and President Trump's other media holdings. Now, remember, I've always said media will be last when it goes down. When this is being done in phases. So celebrities, politicians, then media. From the way that it's told to me, like in these phases. So are we still going to see the 10 days of darkness? I think that's coming, folks. Juanito is still very set on this is going to get to a near-death experience. Shit feels really good right now, Juanito. I don't know what you're talking about, Juanito, but I feel good. My audience feels good. It feels good to be winning, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You all know I'm nuts. You all think I'm crazy. You all think I'm nuts. But you guys like waking up with me in the morning? Have a little bit of Nino with your coffee. A little bit of Nino in your coffee. No, you don't want any of the Nino in your coffee, believe me. It's very sweet. All right, folks, let's do this. Let me knock this out real quick. Knock it out real quick. Most guys think their testosterone is being drained by aging, bad genetics, or maybe even a lack of exercise. But what if I told you that's not the case? In fact, the real culprit is something you're likely eating every day. And here's the shocking part. It's something you've always been told is healthy. This one food has been scientifically shown to devastate testosterone levels, and most men have no idea. It's not junk food. It's not sugar. It's something way more unexpected, and just eating it a few times a week is enough to wreck your testosterone, drain your energy, and crush your motivation. But here's the good news. Cutting this one thing out of your diet could completely transform the way you feel. Our friends at 𝗀𝗏𝗏nation has seen it firsthand with their clients. The guys who stopped eating it are building muscle, burning fat, and feeling more energized than they have in years. It's truly incredible how quickly things can change once you know what to avoid. 𝗀𝗏𝗏nation, the team behind cutting-edge fitness and nutritional strategies, has created a video that reveals exactly what this testosterone-killing food is and why removing it from your diet could be the key to unlocking your body's true potential. Get to 𝗀𝗏nation.com/Nino, 𝗀𝗏nation.com/Nino, and get started on it, folks. I use it. I take it. Actually, you're just learning what to avoid. Kind of like people. There's certain people you want to avoid. So there should be foods you want to avoid too. Me, I'm a hermit now. I'm kind of insulate myself, and I don't like to be around people. I don't like to be around large crowds. Every now and then I'll see. You know what's really weird is I'll go out now and people be like, "Hey, yo, Nino, what's up?" And I think they're gonna, especially in my hometown, I think they're gonna talk to me about boxing. And I'm like, okay, fuck, here we go. I'm not even that guy anymore. I'm not even that guy. I don't even know who that guy was. I was possessed. I was mean. I wasn't mean, but I was definitely a calculated killer, man. I would go in the ring wanting to seek and destroy. In any case, I'm not that guy anymore. I'm really not him anymore. And I was just being asked that today by a few friends. Like, do you feel like if you could do it, could you do it? I'm like, yeah, I'd love to knock someone's head off. Absolutely, it'd feel great. But I don't have that hatred inside me more. I'm not possessed anymore. I'm not exercising those demons anymore. I'm a happier person now. I'm a happier person, and I think I contribute a lot of it to the people in my life now, and not drinking. Not drinking. Okay, not drinking is a big thing. And anyway, so I don't want to go off into too many different directions here. China imposes. Did I sound like China imposes? China imposes retaliatory tariffs on 14 billion worth of U.S. goods. So we're gonna get you back. You think you could do that to us? We are going to take over Taiwan, and we're going to go and put tariffs on you. 14 billion worth of goods, and dashing hopes that a trade war between the world's two largest economies could be avoided. Beijing announced the tariffs last week in response to a U.S. decision to impose an additional 10% levy on Chinese products, which U.S. President Donald Trump called an opening salvo in a renewed trade offense against China. Compared with the blanket of U.S. tariffs, China's measures, which target U.S. exports of liquefied natural gas, coal, crude oil, and farm equipment, as well as some automotive goods, with levies of 10% to 15%, were seen as creating space for negotiations to avert a wide trade conflict. But by the Sunday deadline, there was no news of a deal, and China's embassy in Washington said the tariffs came into effect at 12:01 a.m. Beijing time on Monday morning. Beijing last week also announced an antitrust probe into Google, which search engine is blocked in China, and Illumina, a U.S. biotechnology company and a blacklisted and holding company of U.S. clothing, bans Calvin Klein and Tommy Hilfiger to boot. So China is trying to get us back. China underlined its control of the rare earth supply chain by restricting exports to the U.S. of 5 critical metals used in defense-related industries, solar panels, electric vehicle batteries, and other green energy products. China produces about 60% of the world's rare earths and accounts for 90% of the processing in the industry. Financial markets had initially hoped Trump might follow the same playbook with China as with Canada and Mexico. Financial markets had initially hoped Trump might follow the same playbook. Okay, so here's the thing. Here is the thing. I've been told we are on a trajectory to a kinetic war with China, whether we like it or not. It's going to start off as an economic war and develop into something kinetic. And I've been hearing that it's very, very likely they're going to take Taiwan. It's like a collision course with China. But what I'm interested in, folks, and what I like to really pay, that's down the line. I would imagine that's going to happen probably, I don't know, like months, years. But what the most entertaining aspect of all this is what's going to be happening here in America within the deep state. But I'm watching all sides of this game because that's what I do. And I don't know. Is the dark just handing over the keys to the light? I mean, is it controlled by the same entity, the same people? I don't know. Donald Trump just confirmed that DOGE will be investigating the Pentagon, saying we're talking about trillions of dollars, trillions being absolutely wasted and perhaps illegally. The Pentagon has never passed a simple audit. See, my mind goes to, wouldn't it be a brilliant way? And I'm not trying to look, I'm a Trump supporter. Let me just say that first and foremost. But wouldn't it be a brilliant way to just get everybody out of the government and replace them with AI and let Elon do this? And is Elon controlled? Is Elon? I have a lot of questions, folks, and I'm sorry if I'm pissing people off here, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably think the same thing. I bet you a lot of you are. Do you guys appreciate that I ask these questions? I'm just I'm just asking questions like a normal person does that has half a brain. I still got a brain left even after boxing, all right? Yo. So Elon Musk says Doge team just discovered the 𝗵𝗂 sent $59 million last week to luxury hotels in New York City to do what? Well, to house illegal immigrants. That's where your money's going. Wow. So did Trump quietly kill a sensitive Pentagon probe into Elon Musk? The New York Times revealed last year that Musk and SpaceX failed to meet federal reporting requirements for Pentagon contractors. No one has asked what the hell is going on with that. In December, more than a month before Donald Trump took the presidential oath of office, the New York Times reported a blockbuster scoop. Elon Musk and SpaceX company had repeatedly failed to meet federal reporting requirements designed to safeguard national security despite being deeply entangled with the military and intelligence bureaucracy. These included a failure to provide details to the government of Musk's meetings with foreign leaders, the Times reported. Those lapses have triggered a number of internal federal reviews. According to the Times, perhaps most interestingly, the Defense Department's Inspector General had opened a probe of the matter sometime during 2024. The Air Force and the Pentagon Office of the Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence and Security also launched reviews in November. Now that Trump is president and controls the executive branch, including the Defense Department, it's time to raise what appears to be the toughest question. What exactly is going on with these government reviews into Musk? Have they continued or are they effectively dead? I don't know. I'll let you decide on that, folks. Elon Musk's Doge has swept into 15 federal agencies. Here's what to know. Staffers and allies of Elon Musk, U.S. Doge service have fanned out across Washington in recent days, seeking access to sensitive data and disrupting operations in at least 15 government agencies, and in my opinion, useless agencies. 𝗬𝗫𝗂𝗫 1.3 likes, 4.4 viewers. Smash that like button. Yeah, I agree with that. I kind of agree with that one, Hey, come on, smash the like button. Pat me on the back a little bit. Pat me on the ass. Doge, which stands for the Department of Government Efficiency, has not disclosed the names of its staff, but the Washington Post has identified more than 30 people working for it, for or closely with it, by examining the internal directories of multiple agencies and interviewing numerous federal workers, virtually all of whom spoke on the condition of anonymity for fear of retaliation. If there's anyone new here, please give a thumbs up. If there's anyone new, give a thumbs up, and everyone welcome them with open arms to the Black Sheep family. If you're new here, you're now part of the family. I post videos on here. This is my fluff channel. This is where I'm kind of G-rated. And then I'll go to Rumble, and Rumble's a little bit different. It's my nosebleed section. That's where I put older videos. And then my Nino's Corner.tv is cutting edge. That's where everything is. Everything fringe, cutting edge. So that's, and I'm going to put up Jan Halper today, and Jim Willie's coming on there. So it's getting good. It's getting good at the corner. In chaotic Washington blitz, Elon Musk's ultimate goal becomes clear. Billionaire Elon Musk's blitzkrieg on Washington has brought into focus the vision for a dramatically smaller and weaker government, as that's what they're saying, as he and the 𝗀𝗂𝗿𝗲 both to move to control, automate, and substantially diminish hundreds, if not thousands, of public functions. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I was talking about earlier. Could this be where they're going to replace everything with AI? And a lot of you say, no, not possible. It's not possible. Really? Really? You're going to say that? Do we not have driverless cars? Didn't you think there would be flying cars before driverless cars? I think driverless cars are more futuristic than flying cars. I really would have thought we would have had flying cars before driverless cars, and that's here. So AI is already controlling Uber. AI is already at your McDonald's. Why couldn't it go into your government? Is that the whole reason they're cleaning it out right now? I'm just asking a question. I think that's my responsibility. I think I should be asking these questions. Are we going to have a fucking AI government? Will we soon have an AI president? Because maybe the excuse will be, well, people are too flawed. You saw what happened in 2016, 2020, 2024. Now it's time we replace. Oh, no, don't worry. You can trust it. You can't trust humanity. They're flawed. They're a fallen species. They're flawed. But you can trust machines. We'll have them trust the machines. That's right. That's exactly what we'll do. We will sacrifice our own. We will take down the deep state and then give them the machines in which we control. In less than 3 weeks, Musk's U.S. DOGE service has followed the same playbook at one federal agency after another, installing loyalists in leadership, hoover up internal data, including the sensitive and classified, gain control of the flow of funds, and push hard by any legal or means or otherwise to eliminate jobs and programs not ideologically aligned with Trump's administration. The DOGE campaign has generated chaos on a near hourly basis across the nation's capital, but it appears carefully choreographed in service of a broader agenda to gut the civilian workforce, assert power over the vast federal bureaucracy, and shrink it to levels unseen in the last 20 years. Look, I'm all about shrinking it. I'm all about wiping these people out. I'm for that. I'm just not about replacing it with fucking machines. If it goes that direction, I'm going to be on them like stink on shit, folks. I'm sorry. You all think I'm nuts. I know. You guys think I'm crazy. Nino, 59 million to New York City illegals living in high. And can you believe that? Living in luxury hotels. House passes bill blocking future presidents from banning oil drilling without Congress's approval. Federal financial watchdog order to seize activity. Employees of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau were instructed to seize all supervision and examination activity and all stakeholder engagement, effectively stopping the agency's operations. In an email from the director of the Office of Management and Budget, Russell Vought, and Saturday evening, Mr. Vought was confirmed this week to lead the official management and budget, was on Friday named acting director of the Consumer Protection Bureau, the federal government's financial industry watchdog. In his email to staff on Saturday, he reaffirmed earlier instructions from the previous acting director, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Yeah. Carrie Lake. Thank you, 𝗬𝗶𝗶𝗹. I really do appreciate the Venmo, and I appreciate the super chats. I answer everybody on Venmo. �D-Rod1977. If you guys want to see me every day, if you guys like to see me Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays and do what I'm doing full time, I can't do it with pennies. And it's hard. It's hard. Otherwise, hey, yo, you know what I'm thinking about doing? I thought about going back into the boxing, not to fight, obviously, but training fighters and management, maybe. I think about it every day. I think about it. Carrie Lake looks like Ruben Gallego, son of Mexican cartel drug trafficker, and his buddy. Ooh, this is big. I can't even say this name on FluffTube, but Alex, can you hear me, Alex S with an S, the son of George S. Like, you know, you can't say, you know that you can get like fucking red flag for that shit, but they're in serious trouble. We will be providing the DOJ with GPS on both sides of 𝗬𝗏𝗡 meeting. Wow, what? She really say this? This is Carrie Lake. 𝗬𝗏𝗡𝗡's meeting for hours on end with cartel leaders hundreds upon hundreds of times over the past 6 years. Wow. Anybody linked to these cartels, anyone linked to harboring, so even like, this is what's interesting here. So this is what I've been told. So even like mayors, city representatives, I mean, very, very bottom people that think, oh, I'm not in trouble. I was just doing what I was told. No, you're in trouble. You better lawyer up. You're in trouble. You are in fucking trouble. I don't think when I say hundreds of thousands of people are going to be it's clickety clank. I don't think people understand. They're fumigating for termites. If you did even this much wrong, you're not getting away. You're not going. You're going away. This is fumigating for termites. That's what we're watching here. And like I've always said this the last 5 years. In fact, I think I was like one of the only ones still saying this. I was blue in the face 5 years ago that the boomerang is coming, even when I was made fun of and whatever. It's the end. And I know I did a lot of hand wringing with Juanito, rightfully so, but I still got up here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and said the boomerang's coming. The boomerang's coming. And here we are. You all can see it now. I appreciate everybody who's been with me from the very beginning. I do want to say that. I know I do appreciate anyone who's new here. Thank you so much for joining. But I've been saying this for a long, long time. Long time. What the hell's going on here? And I got to say, no lunch money today. Buy a sandwich. Keep up the great work. My lunch money for today. You don't have to give me your lunch. I'm not taking nobody's lunch money, you know. I don't want to take anybody's lunch money. You can give me a prayer symbol. That's also very good. I believe prayer goes a lot further than money ever will. Border news. Let's talk about some border news, folks. How many Mexican troops at the border? I'm seeing them everywhere. The federales. I don't know if you saw some of my videos, but I have a B-roll rolling where I'm talking to some of the federales, some of the cartel military. How many Mexican troops at the border? Soldiers deploy in Juarez at U.S.-Mexican border. Mexican military and National Guard troops search the embarkment of the Rio Grande for smugglers in the Valley of Juarez on February 5th, 2025. The soldiers will deployed as part of the binational agreement between Mexico and the U.S. To avoid tariffs on Mexican exports to the U.S. Mexican military and National Guard groups found and retrieved ladders near the border wall in the Valley of Juarez on February 5th, 2025. The soldiers were deployed as part of the binational agreement between Mexico and the U.S. border to avoid the tariffs. Mexican National Guard troops carry a ladder found on the area where organized crime is known to traffic migrants and drugs in Valley of Juarez on February 5th. The soldiers were deployed as part of the binational agreement between Mexico and the U.S. to avoid tariffs on Mexican exports to the U.S. So I'm here at the border, and I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to go down there and try to get some more B-roll, get some more film of the border, what it looks like now with the Mexican with the Mexican military there. I'm going to go record this. I'm going to try to talk to a few of them and put that up on ninoscorner.tv for you all, for my VIP loving fans or my subscribers. I don't call you fans, okay? I call you family. That's insulting. I think the celebrity era is done. I hate celebrities. I can't stand them. I hate these people. I hate anyone who's pompous or thinks that their shit don't stink. I hate these people. This stuff with Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively and all that. These people detest. These people make me sick. Okay, they're disgusting people. Okay, I don't give a shit. I did a little show with 𝗀𝗫𝗃 Perez about it, the entertainment channel, because I think it mirrors our society. But just to see these obnoxious pond scum breathing air makes me sick. Okay, it makes me sick. Trump says he is serious about Canada. Was I going to say Canada? No, Canada. Canada becoming 51st state in Super Bowl interview. President Donald Trump said he is serious about wanting Canada to become the 51st state in an interview that aired Sunday during the Super Bowl pre-show. Yes, it is, Trump told Fox News channel Bret Baier when he asked whether his talk of annexing Canada is a real thing or not. I think Canada would be much better off being a 51st state because we lose $200 billion a year with Canada, and I'm not going to let that happen anymore. Why are we paying $200 billion a year, essentially a subsidy to Canada? The U.S. is not subsidizing Canada any longer. The U.S. buys products from the natural resource-rich nation, including commodities like oil, while the trade gap in goods has ballooned in recent years to $72 billion. The deficit largely reflects America's imports of Canada energy. So, man, he's really trimming the fat, isn't he, folks? I would like to see Canada become a 51st state. I think that's pretty cool. I think they're kind of like the stepchild of the Northern Hemisphere. I feel like they're the stepchild, the I don't know, like the adopted sister of America. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Some of you might be adopted in here, so you know exactly what Sancho is saying. Don't worry. Sancho has a lot of kids that have no father. Sancho has a lot of kids that don't have a dad. I let somebody else raise them. Okay. Trump, I won't deport Prince Harry. He's got enough problems with Meghan Markle. As Duke of, what the hell is this word? Of Sussex faces legal battles over the visa status, president takes aim at his terrible wife. Trump has ruled out deporting the Duke of I'm going to say Sussex from the U.S., claiming that the royal has enough problems with his wife, Meghan, who has said to be terrible. In his first intervention in a long-running case, Mr. Trump said he had no interest in throwing the 40-year-old Duke out of the country over claims of historic drug taking, effectively drawing a line under speculation that he might have been prepared to revoke his visa. Taylor Swift's feelings made clear by Eagles fans as she's shown on the screen at Super Bowl. During Sunday's game at Caesars Superdome, Philadelphia Eagles fans didn't hold back their dislike for Taylor Swift, and it was glorious. Booing her as she appeared on the big screen, the pop icon was there to support her 𝗬𝗂. What is a 𝗬𝗂? B-E-A-U. Her boy? Is it boy? Her boy? I don't even like to say this. This makes me feel stupid even saying it. 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗀 𝗀𝗄𝗎 of the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, I felt pretty good watching him with that really dumb fuck-looking face like, oh, I can't believe we lost. Pride cometh before the fall. Pride cometh before the fall. Boo. Oh, her boo? Is that what it is? Her boo? Oh, whatever. Pride cometh before the ball, and it was glorious to watch. It was the 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗀. That's what I'm calling it, the 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗀. Swift's image on the Jumbotron initially drew a wave of boos from the crowd, leaving her visibly taken back and shaken. Sharing a nervous glance with a friend like, oh my God, what is going on here? I'm 36 years old. How old is she? How old is Taylor Swift? She's 36 years old and still acts like she's 12. She doesn't understand why people don't like her. I think she's trapped. I think she's a 10-year-old or an 11-year-old trapped in a 36-year-old's body. Is she going to be singing Tina Bopper songs till she's 40, 50? It's weird, okay? Grow up. You look weird. Travis Kelce savagely mocked as he arrives ready for the Super Bowl in a unique outfit. Travis Kelce has arrived at the Superdome ready to represent the Kansas City Chiefs at the Super Bowl with the boyfriend of Taylor Swift making quite the style statement with a pre-match. I didn't even see it, his outfit. Did you all pay attention to his outfit? Michigan High School Athletic Association defies Trump's girls sports EO. Continue to go with their own policy. I didn't know you could do this. Can you just defy it like this? Presidential executive orders don't mean much to the Michigan High School Athletic Association. MISAA spokesman 𝗬𝗂𝗋 Kimberly told Bridge, Michigan on Thursday, the private nonprofit that oversees Michigan Interscholastic Athletics doesn't plan to change its policy allowing boys and girls sports. Define an executive order issued by the 47th President of the United States on Wednesday. What? Aren't they supposed to abide by this shit? I mean, what's the point of an executive order? Fuck that. That's just, who's that? That's just the president. We don't pay attention to him. We want to compete with the girls. I've always thought it was weird anyway when a guy's a cheerleader. Either he's a genius and he's staring up the skirt of the cheerleader, which I always thought, well, man, that's the only reason I can see him being a man wanting to be a cheerleader. The only reason I can see that is like when you throw the girls up, that's a beautiful view that nobody ever gets to see in the stands. So I understand that. I can go with that. But men competing with women in sports, I'm like, come on. What kind of issues do you have? I don't know. Heart attacks during the Super Bowl. You can take precautions. So what I think is here, they're using every reason for this, which you all staring at my shoulder right now. You know what that is? If you're new here, that's the so they need to have excuses why you're getting a diehard Chiefs and Eagles fans, here's something to take to heart. The Super Bowl means fun, friends, beer, and nachos. But there are potential health risks, too. Heart attacks and other life-threatening cardiac events rise during and after a big game and other major sporting events, according to studies of places with winning and losing teams. They did studies on this, really. Stress kicked off about intensity and nail-biting plays, going deep on wings and chips, or downing epic amounts of alcohol can tax the heart and blood vessels, cardiologists have said. I agree with that. That can lead to a heart attack. You know, I've never been one of those dudes I've never understood how anybody gets in a fight at a game or like they lose their shit because it's just a game. If you really look at it for what it is, it's a bunch of grown guys running in tights, playing with a pigskin ball. Like, I don't know, you did when you were 12. But these guys are 21 to 25 years old doing this. It's kind of weird that you even watch it, to be quite honest. I'm guilty of it too, but let's just be honest here. Why do you care that much? Why do you go out and buy another grown man's name and put it on your back and wear it around? It's weird. I'm sorry, it's weird. Let's get to what the fuck news. Married cops who had sex in front of their kids are arrested for naked pic scandal. 2 married police officers who had sex in front of their kids. That's weird. That's just weird. Were arrested following a naked photo scandal. The New Jersey cops landed in hot water after they allegedly shared naked images of themselves with their children in the background, authorities said. What? Officer Brian 𝗬𝗶𝗶𝗶 was sacked from the Hamilton Police Department on January 31st following allegations that he used a messaging app to distribute images and video files of suspected child sexual exploitation and abuse material, New Jersey Attorney General Matt Platkin said in a statement. Both 𝗬𝗶𝗶𝗶, 39, and his wife, Mercer County Sheriff's Office cop 𝗬𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗶, 42, were arrested on January 29th. An investigation into the pair began last week following a report from the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children about their purported images. Authorities claim 𝗬𝗶𝗶𝗶 shared 36 media files containing explicit photos and videos of his wife and him with the children up in close of the, with their children in the photos in close proximity. They also accessed chat logs in which 𝗬𝗶𝗶𝗶 is claimed to have mentioned children being present while he and his wife had sex. You know, Sancho, one time when he was a kid, a very long time ago, walked in on his parents, and it was not a good sight at all. It was very traumatic, and Sancho has been scarred his entire life. after witnessing such a horrible display by his parents. But it was an accident, and Sancho accidentally walked into the room and saw something he did not like. Okay. It was very gross. And then Sancho found out where he came from. The Mexican cannon. So Wednesday, Alex will be back. That'll be nice. And that goes live on X, YouTube, and, yeah. It's a little more professionally done. But Nino's Corner.tv, folks, I'm getting ready to interview 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗶𝗃 right now. And Jim Willie. Oh, I'm going to put John Rich up tonight on YouTube. John Rich, the country music star. 2 #1 songs on Apple, which was Progress and Revelations. Boom, he's coming out with a new song very soon. And what I hear, it's going to be epic, a badass song. I heard it. I actually heard the song. He let me listen to it, and it's amazing. I'm not going to share that with the public, but he picks a fight with Kanye West and Beyonce, baby, live on my podcast. That's coming up tonight. I'm going to air it tonight. I feel good. I'm going to go ahead and air it tonight, and I'll air Jim Willie tomorrow night. All right, folks, later. I'll air it tonight at about, I don't know, what do you guys say, 7 p.m.? Or 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Mountain. I'll do 6 p.m. Mountain. That'll be 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. All right. That's what I'll do. I'll do that tonight. I'll put up John Rich tonight. Be there later. I'll see you guys tonight. I'll be in the chat. And the new heavyweight champion of podcasting and the Black Sheep of broadcasting, baby. Later, folks.